everybody. Welcome back to the live stream. I hope everybody's had a very pleasant evening tonight. We're getting a late start. Usually on Friday nights, I'll start around like 8 o'clock or so. I usually start a little bit later so I can hang out with the family for a little bit. But today we went to the Pirates game. And after the Pirates game, there's a fireworks show. And everybody loves fireworks, myself included. So we stayed for the fireworks show, which means we ran into traffic on the way home and construction and everything else. And it, a little over an hour drive back, but we're back. Got my YouTube video uploaded, and yeah, midnight breaks with jabs. Not a lot around outside. There's only 4, so it's not like we're going to be here till like 3 or 4 a.m. Usually, a typical break night on like a Sunday or Wednesday, we might be live for 5 hours. If I went live for 5 hours now, I'd be here till almost 5 a.m. That would be kind of crazy. So just 4 rounds tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. There's no pre-show on YouTube tonight just because we started so late. Typically, we will start things up, at least recently. We've been starting live on YouTube first for a little while, about 5 to 10 minutes, and giving away jerseys. The people that bought into the breaks early. So I figured since we're already so late, let's just do it all right now. So I'm going to give away those jerseys right now to people that bought in. So we have Jacob deGrom for round number 1. We've got a Vlad Jr. jersey for round number 2. We've got an Ellie De La Cruz jersey for round number 3. And we've got a Paul Skeens jersey for round number 4. And this is what goes on in the pre-show too. So it's real quick. It's not going to take that long. What I do is I just bring up a list of all of the names of people that already grabbed their spots, and then I just bring up a list of all of the teams that have actually check that. It's late, so my mind's not working right. I bring up a list of all 30 teams, all 30 possibilities, and then I randomize those teams. Whatever team comes up first, whoever has that team gets the freebie. If nobody has them, then we just move on to the next one. That's the way it works. It's super simple, and that way it's super fast. Usually we do it on YouTube, and that's where I'm going to do this at right now. But we also have the folks on Whatnot that can listen into it as well. So the first round there, most of the teams are already sold. In the under wraps bat round, there's only 8 teams remaining. So for those of you that grabbed your teams, here is the randomizer we're going to use. You can see it on YouTube. You can't see it on Whatnot. Let's go ahead and see who gets it. For round number 1, that's the Rockies followed by the Dodgers. Rockies followed by the Dodgers. Did anyone pick up the Rockies? Yes, David Shee takes it. David Shee, congratulations. You jot your name down. You got the jersey for buying in early. Thanks for locking in. Let me write your name down. David Shee. So it's as simple as that. That's how we do it in the YouTube pre-shows. And we just go right to the next one. So the next one up then is going to be the Under Wraps Baseball with 50 hobby packs. That one is one shy of being in first place. The Under Wraps Bat is first. We'll start with the Under Wraps Bat. Same deal. I just hit backspace and then I'll let it pick a new team. And this time it's going to spit out the Red Sox. Red Sox and then the Padres. So who has the Red Sox? Psalms has the Red Sox. Psalms gets the Ellie De La Cruz jersey for round number 2. Congratulations. LAL just picked up a spot. Thank you very much. If you picked up a spot round 3 or 4 just now, you're going to be in the running. Here's the next one, number 3, Museum Collection. And Irv just picked up one as well. Thank you very much. Round number 3. Hit the backspace and let's get a winner for this round. Yankees, Oakland, and Braves. Yankees are first. Nobody picked up the Yankees. Oakland was second. Ligma has them. So Ligma gets the Ellie De La Cruz jersey. Congratulations. If somebody would have had the Yankees, they would have taken that one. And then the final round, there's only 4 rounds tonight. That last round is, I brought back a Bowman draft box, a jumbo box with 3 autos. And this one comes with a Paul Skeens jersey. So let's see who gets that one. And that one's going to go to the Twins, Mets, or Royals. That's the order. Twins, Mets, Royals. Let's see if any of those teams were picked up. Twins, no. Mets, yes. Psalms locks in early, and Psalms gets a second jersey because of it. So just lock in early, and your chances will go up by a good bit. Because that one, you had a 1 in 10 chance with that one. So thank you very much for joining us on this late night break The good news is there's not a lot of rounds, and most of them are pretty filled up. So we're not going to have to wait around for them to fill and everything. We can just get right to it. Canman just picked up a spot, and my Pat just picked up a spot as well. Thank you very much. We have 4 rounds tonight. The Under Wraps bat, which you see right here, the 50 hobby packs, the museum, and then the Bowman draft, and that's it. Nice, easy, concise rounds tonight since it's late. And my Pat just picked up the Dodgers in Bowman draft. Thank you very much. So let's go with this one first. It is the Under Wraps bat. I think I finally figured out what that black smudge is on some of these bats. It's the Fanatics logo. They must have just thrown the bats in there with the Fanatics logo still wet on some of them because we get big black smudges on some of these bats, but this one has still the Fanatics logo intact. This one also comes with a Stadium Club Mega Box. There's a few teams left. Let's go ahead and sell them off. We'll start off with the Blue Jays, looking for the Vlad Jr. bat, etc. And the Blue Jays are going live right now. You grab that Stadium Club Mega Box. That way, if you don't get a bat, you at least get a team bag of some cards. It's kind of like a consolation prize. We're going back tomorrow. PNC Park will be there again tomorrow. Paul Skeens Day. It's his bobblehead day, and he's pitching as well, so that's going to be a big one. SE just wins that one. Congratulations, SE. Next, we got the Rays. You're looking for Junior Caminero bats. It's live right now. Got to see him play tonight. He had a hit. Caminero, their best player, had 45 home runs last year. That's the bat you're after right now. Smudgegate has finally been solved, says Big Daddy. Yeah, that's what it was. Those Fanatics logos. This is from a brand new case. So far, we've opened one bat from this case, and it was Dave Winfield, if I'm not mistaken. So we're already off to a great start with this new case. Greg, taking the Rays right there. Congratulations. Next up, Marlins. Marlins are a really sneaky good spot. Usually the Marlins team is not desirable, but with the Under Wraps bats, your bats for the Marlins are Ichiro and Miguel Cabrera. So those would be pretty freaking nice. You should do Ultra Fanatics breaks, bat, ball, and jersey in one break. You know what? I should get my hands on some more of those jersey boxes. That would be pretty awesome. Bitsy says, "Give me a bobblehead tomorrow." Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I could do. I don't know. There's people that, what people do is they get extra bobbleheads by buying extra tickets. That's really smart. You buy some extra standing room only tickets for like $30 a piece, and then you get extra bobbleheads. You sell the bobbleheads for $100 each. Or whatever. Last year, Paul Skeens' Rookie of the Year bobblehead was selling for $200 a piece. Am I Pat with the Oakland A's in this round? Thank you very much. Looking for the Kurtz, the Reggie Jackson. And hey, we're all sold out. Thank you very much, everybody. I think they're all gone. So we can get right to it. I'll read them all off. Post just picked up the Rays. The 50 Hobby Pack round is coming up next. We got Greg Harding taking the Arizona Diamondbacks. Janet's going to have the Braves. T-Med's going to have the Orioles. Got the Boston Red Sox going to T-Med. Big Daddy is going to have his Chicago Cubbies. White Sox going to the Great Bambino. I can't wait to see. I love these bats. These are so cool. Like, this is one of my favorite products. It's different, and it's fun. The Cincinnati Reds are going to David Shee. We've got the Cleveland Guardians going to the Great Bambino. David Shee also has the Rockies. Detroit Tigers going to Irv. Travis has the Houston Astros. Michael's got the Kansas City Royals. What are the hobby packs? There are 50 different hobby packs. I can show them to you after this one's done. A couple 2019s, mostly from the last 6 years. Jerry with the Angels. M.I. Pat has the Dodgers. Miami Marlins going to Mike. 0712. T-Med with the Brew Crew. Minnesota Twins going to 6-2 Nevin. T-Med with the Mets. And then we've got M.I. Pat with the Yanks. Phillies are going to go to Big Daddy. M.I. Pat also has the Oakland A's. We've got Brendan taking the Buccos. Man, how about O'Neal Cruz? He's on pace for like 60 home runs this year. He had another one tonight. So we'll see. He's got 6 home runs already. You figure if he can get 10 he's on pace for 10 home runs this month. 10 home runs in a month, put you on pace for 60 because there's 6 months in the season. Wouldn't that be something? Mike 0712 has the Padres. Travis has the Giants. Mariners have Janet. Big Daddy has the Cardinals. Tampa Bay going out to Greg Harding. There's Irv picking up a spot. Thank you very much. Texas going to Mike 0712. Toronto's going to SE, and then we've got the Washington Nationals going to Irv. Pick your team. 1 is ready to go. Who do I have for National League MVP? Right now, it's way too early. I would say Ohtani is going to win it, if I had to guess. If you had to give it to someone right now, you might give it to Andy Pages because he's leading the world in hits and batting average and everything. Nico Horner is pretty good, but we'll see. I don't think Nico Horner has the power. Like he hits like 8 to 10 home runs a year. Maybe breaks out for 20 this year, but he's a great player. I don't think he's going to be in the top 3 for MVP though when it's all said and done. But he is good. And Trout does look like he's back. We'll see if he can get that average up there. I think with him that average might be an issue. Post picking up the Oakland A's. Let's do this one. We'll start off with the cards first. It's that Stadium Club Mega Box, and then that Jabs for MVP. That'd be something else. I wonder if I actually got a chance to play in the big leagues. How many at bats would it take me to get an actual hit? Like 50, 100, something like that. I don't even know. The stat of the night from the game I was at was Spencer Horwitz, the Pirates' first baseman. Which driving home, I was about ready to rip my radio out of my car. The post game show, they kept calling him Spencer Horowitz with an O in there, like an extra O. I was like, dude, he's been here for like 2 years. You don't know how to pronounce our starting first baseman's name? It's Horwitz. It's not Horo. It was driving me crazy. He said it a million times because Spencer Horwitz is the only player in baseball history. He did something. You never know when you go to the ballpark that you might see something that's never, ever been done before. And he did something tonight that's never happened ever. Travis, picking up a spot. Thank you very much. His big accomplishment that no one has ever done in the history of Major League Baseball was off the starter, Nick Martinez. He went 3 for 3, which means he is now 10 for 10 against one pitcher, Nick Martinez. No other player has ever gone 10 for 10 against anybody in the history of Major League Baseball. So it's just like an obscure stat. Is he going to get a Topps Now card made of it? Maybe. Topps Now, I mean, do they really think they're going to sell that many Spencer Horwitz cards? I mean, maybe I would buy it just because I was there. It's just like a weirdo stat. Nick Martinez is a wild player. I mean, the game was pretty close up until, we broke out a little bit in the later innings. Travis picking up another spot. It was a good game, though. It was going along real quick at the beginning. In fact, we missed the first inning because we stopped to eat at this restaurant that we'd never been to before because we like to kind of do that, try out a restaurant so we can just say that we've been there. We walked in there and we just looked at each other like, what is this? It's called the some of you may, I don't know if anyone lives in this area or not, the old 66 Grill or something like that. But we walked in there and there was literally about 20 Christmas trees all decorated all around the restaurant. Like it was 100% decked out for Christmas. And it was so weird. I was like, what? So why are there still Christmas trees up? And my wife's like, I think they're trying to decorate them for spring because look, there's flowers on them. And then I was like, I guess they just don't really like putting them away and dragging them back out. I know I hate doing that every year. It's kind of a pain to take it out, break it down. So they saw that, just leave them up all year round. But the food was pretty good. It just set us back a little bit, so we were a little bit late. Missed the first inning. But that's all right. That was a lot of driving for me. I had to drove the whole way to work, worked 8 hours, drove the whole way back home another hour, then picked up my wife, drove the whole way back to Pittsburgh, another hour there. So 4 hours of driving today. Mr. Pex, does ever go through a collection and take out commons based on a price guide and then put them in a dumpster? What? I don't think I've ever thrown cards away like that. I mean, if they're damaged and there's water damage and there's mold, I've probably thrown away some moldy cards before, like in the past. If I would buy a wax box and it smelled like it was submerged in a flood in someone's basement and it's mildewy, like I don't even want that in my house. Like I don't want mold spores floating around my basement from some dirty cards. That's the only time I've ever thrown away cards, is if they're moldy. If they're in good condition, like I can't just throw. I would rather give commons away than throw them out. What's tomorrow's break going to be like? Oh, there is no break tomorrow, but it's a basement blowout sale. So it's gonna probably start. Let's see. Pirates game starts at 4. Paul Skeens is pitching. Should go pretty quick. Should be back here by definitely at least 8. So it's not like it's gonna be a late start tonight, like we started 11:30. Yeah, we should be back by 8:30 tomorrow. There he is. It's a bobblehead. Maybe I'll sell my bobblehead tomorrow. I don't know. I got a couple extras. I don't remember how I got them, but for the Paul Skeens game before, I ended up with a couple extra bobbleheads, and I kept one of them. My wife sold hers. She was talking in the car. She's going to sell hers again, but she's like, I undercut myself last time. I think she sold hers for like 100 just because she wanted the money. And then the next day, they were up to 200 or something like that, just because all the fans that couldn't get one were all buying them all up. Andrew picking up a spot, and it's all supply and demand. All the supply was exhausted pretty much overnight of the people that were selling theirs on eBay, and then the only ones that were left were people selling them for 200. That happens with that happens also with baseball card boxes, like the Bob Ross boxes. You know why those are $2,500 a piece? Because everybody that sold theirs for $600, $700, $800, everybody bought all those. And the only listings left are the ones in the thousands. That is, who would buy a box of that for $2,500 just so you can get a Jackson Jobe auto? It's not even worth it. I mean, it's a nice product if you can get it for even just a little bit above MSRP. That's a nice product. It's $600 a box even. It's nice. CD Bean picking up the Padres. That's how much they were before when we were doing breaks. I mean, when I was doing my taxes, I was looking at all the boxes that I bought and how much I paid for because I got to add all those up for my expenses. And I was paying like $600 a box for Bob Ross collector's boxes, and now those are $2,500 a piece. It doesn't make any sense. We've got the Under Wraps bat coming up next. Yeah, and there's sticker autos too. It's crazy. Next round is going to be this 50 hobby pack round. I'm just going to run real quick and grab a trash bag because today was trash day, so I took out all the trash. I never replaced the bag. I've got a bad habit of doing that. My wife really hates it when I do it. Like in our bathroom, if I take the trash out and don't put a new bag in, I'm going to hear about it. So I made sure to replace that bag today. But here I just grabbed it and went off it outside. All right. With the Under Wraps bat, the way it works is I send you the bat. I also send you the box too, within another box. The other box is like a special custom box I got from Uline. There's a spot. Dodgers coming off the board. Thank you very much. A little bit of Friday night break action here. And my Pat picking up the Pirates in the signed baseball round. Thank you. That's coming up very shortly. This bat only takes a minute or two to show. We're going to show it right now. I kind of feel like I always show it at this angle. Let me go ahead and get it at this angle. Just a little easier for me with this tripod in the way and everything. This is the easiest way to do it. Any psychics, says Mystery Pack. Who are we going to get in there? And my Pat just picked up the Athletics. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm feeling a Yankee bat for some reason. And I've been feeling a Ben Rice bat for a while now. I hope it's a Hall of Famer. We'll see. Johnny picking up the Rays in the signed baseball round. These Under Wraps rounds are really fun to do. Canman's feeling a Reds hit, so maybe the Johnny bench bat. CD Bean picking up a spot. Here we go. I'm just going to roll the bat out of there just like that because it's going to tell us who the bat is. Now, I will tell you that this case started off already with a Hall of Famer. It started off with a Dave Winfield bat, which was amazing. And as we turn this around, you can see this is looks like maybe a Louisville Slugger bat. Take a look at this. Wow, this is a Louisville Slugger. This is going to be nice. From the Under Wraps Bat Collection, a Louisville Slugger bat of... It is going to be Ted Williams. Holy cow, Ted Williams. The Splendid Splinter. This will be worth thousands. Wow, this was signed, obviously, probably in the late 90s. It's going to go out to the Boston Red Sox owner in this break. Red Sox are owned by T-Med. Can you believe this? This is one of those vintage big bats that they have in there. They've got Willie Mays in here and Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams and all kinds of great Hall of Famers. And we just hit the Ted Williams autographed bat. Mystery Pack says that is worth an easy $20,000 on this bat. I mean, that's crazy. I have no idea. I've never looked at what bats like this go for. And now I'm really, really interested. This is a mint condition Ted Williams signed bat. You've got the authentication it's got a hologram on there of his number 9. You've got the Fanatic sticker there to guarantee authenticity. You also get the little card inside the box, which should be in here somewhere, that tells you, obviously it's Ted Williams, everybody knows that, but you get this little card here as well to go with it to put on display if you wanted to. Can you believe these Under Wraps bats? Now, these Under Wraps bats, when Fanatic sold them, they were $550 a piece or so. Everywhere now, they're selling for $1,000 per box because of bats like this. Holy cow. This was worth the wait tonight. I know we had made you wait until 11:30 to start our break because we were at the ball game, but this was worth it. My goodness. Ted Williams. T-Med. This is something that you're going to have to get an awesome display for this man. That's completely and utterly insane, says Mystery Pack. I mean, the Hall of Fame bats like Andre Dawson, Dave Winfield, Carl Yastrzemski, those are awesome. But a Ted Williams bat's on another level right here. All those guys that I just mentioned, they're still living. So they can sign bats all day long. How many signed bats of Ted Williams are there? And this bat, by the way, this is in pristine condition. Like, there's not a nick on this. Man, is it ever nice. This looks like it was signed by Ted Williams and put away in some sort of storage vault for the last 26 years or whatever. Well, if it is a $20,000 bat, that's insane. T-Med, I don't know if we've heard from him yet. He's probably in shock right now. I'm in shock. When did Ted pass? I think it was 2000. Somewhere thereabouts. The last time I remember seeing Ted Williams was at the 1999 All-Star game in Fenway Park, and then he passed shortly after that. So I believe it was around 2000. If I had to guess the year, I'd say 2000, but it was, plus or minus a year. That's the last time anyone saw him, was at that 99 All-Star game, where he came out to the middle of the field, and everybody stopped what they were doing, and all the players just went over and started to try to pick his game, or pick his brain. Like, greatest living Hall of Famer right there in front of you. Like, obviously you're going to go talk to him. Tony Gwynn talking to him, Mark McGuire going over there. It was a really awesome moment. And that was an awesome moment here on the channel. A Ted Williams bat. We doing comps on that one? Man, I don't even know where to start with that one. Crazy stuff. So that round is in the books. We have more Under Wraps bats. Like I said, that case is 2 for 2 on Hall of Famers. We've got more. There's 6 more bats in that case. Post picking up a spot. I'll try to find another case if I can, because I would rip those every single night if I could. Man. Let's see what we've got coming up next. Next, we have the Under Wraps Baseball with 50 hobby packs. It's all sold out. I'll read off the names. I'll also count the hobby packs and make sure there's 50 there for you. I'm pretty sure there are. We got J Mart with the Arizona Diamondbacks, Post with the Atlanta Braves. We got Greg Harding, the Baltimore Orioles. Boston Red Sox going to Psalms. David Shee with the Chicago Cubs. The White Sox are going to go to M.I. Pat. D. Cross has the Cincinnati Reds. Medved has Guardians. The Great Bambino has the Colorado Rockies. Also, the Great Bambino has the Detroit Tigers. Travis Will with the Houston Astros. KC Slugger is going to have the Kansas City Royals. Angels are going to go to Chris C. And my Pat has the Dodgers. Marlins going to Michael 52. We've got the Great Bambino taking the Brewers and the Twins. Mets are going to go to T-Med, who's just having a crazy night tonight. Stay Awesome is going to have the New York Yankees in this round. And my Pat with the Oakland A's. We've got Chief with the Phillies. And my Pat's got the Pirates. San Diego Padres going to the Great Bambino. There's Irv grabbing the Rangers. Thank you very much. Jerry's got the Giants. Jake is going to have the Seattle Mariners. St. Louis is going to go to Shasta. Johnny has the Tampa Bay Rays. Texas Rangers will go to CD Bean. Dickie is going to have the Blue Jays. Washington Nationals, last team in this one, is going to go to Travis. So good luck. There's 50 hobby packs. Again, I'll count them out and make sure there's 50 there. I'm pretty sure there is. But let's see what we can find with this. We'll save that baseball for last. See if we can get another Hall of Famer out of there. Big stack right there. A couple jumbos in this round. Man, what a great night tonight. Great night at the ballpark with my wife and son, and then getting this chance to pull Ted Williams bat for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, that's the jumbo, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, actually 51. There's some jumbo there. So bonus pack. So we're ready to go with the under wraps. Get right to it. And then we only have 2 rounds left tonight just because I was at the ballpark and just wanted to hang out and watch the fireworks. So if you want to grab a spot museum, that one's coming up next. I'll let the chat pick the box as always. Alrighty, so let's see what we can do here. We'll start off with a little bit of heritage. Upside down card right there, Brian Rocchio, probably just a short print. There's another heritage in there from 2024. Yes, that's 2024 right there. Looking for an autograph or a relic, and we're 0 for 2. And my Pat picking up a spot. The Yankees going to MI Pat. Thank you very much. Here we have some. I don't get there's an Ohtani base. Man, how bad is Key Brian Hayes? As of yesterday, he was hitting 064, and he's a starter for the Reds. Yamamoto. Reds, by the way, tied with the Pirates for first place. Paul Skeens is in there. He's pitching tomorrow. It'll be a big game. Big game tomorrow for sure. Here's a 2023 pack. We've got MI Pat grabbing the Tigers. Thank you very much. Volpe is in there, rookie debut. He's been so disappointing. Corbin Carroll, that's his rookie debut. One of the top players in baseball. Johnny picking up a spot in the Bowman draft. Mystery Pack says Key Brian Hayes has been weak ever since his second year, I think. Yeah, he's never really been a great hitter. There we go, our first hit. It's a good one. We've got the Yamamoto game used relic going to the Dodgers spot. So congrats, Dodgers. It's hit number 1. We will take that one, put that one in the sleeve. Not too bad. There's 1 hit. Usually with these rounds, if you've seen them before, we typically average about 3 hits per round. If we're hot, we might end up with 5 or 6. I think the worst we ever did was one time we had just 1 hit. It's still better than 0. Here's some Allen Ginter. This is 2020 Allen Ginter. And I think these are the last 2 packs in the box that I had there. Hot box at that, which is good. So these all came from a hot box. So you get all those special foil parallels in there. Here's a jumbo pack. Skis needs help, says David. Help the value of my 1,000 rookie card. You purchased 1,000 Skeens rookie cards? Man, I feel like that's a great investment. Depending on what you paid for it. Who would part with that? I guess the only way you part with it is if you could maybe, I don't know, maybe you double your money on it, put it into something else. There's Freddie Galvis. That's like that crazy Ohtani collection that I bought last year at that card show. Bought it and broke it up, and now it's worth 4 times as much because all his rookies basically 4x'd. Last year, you could get his rookie card, his base paper rookie card for about $40. Now it's $120. The graded stuff is what really 4x'd. Raw cards maybe they 3x'd. I don't know. So it was a dumb idea for myself to open it up. But when I get something like that, I'm like, wow, this would be a really cool break. This is going to be an awesome break. Looking for Ohtani rookie cards. That's sometimes my problem. I think how much fun it will be to open and how much fun it will be for everybody to chase after the rookies or whatever. Because I don't really think... I don't think I have the investor mind when it comes to baseball cards. Like I'm not one that can just buy and hold because of an investment. I have a couple boxes that I'm holding, but it's not many. Like I don't do that with cards. I don't go and buy a card because I want to buy it, hold it, and then flip it. I'll buy it because I want to keep it forever in my PC. I mean, you see, like I rarely ever sell anything from my PC. The only thing I think I've sold from my PC at all has been like some booklets that I felt didn't really fit with my collection anymore. Because I don't know, it didn't fit with the slab case or oversized. So I sold a really nice 1-of-1 booklet. And this is a Logan Webb short print rookie card right there. That's a pretty nice hit. Led the league in strikeouts last year. It was Vlad Jr. Mike Clevenger used to be pretty good. He was with the Pirates this spring. I guess he's probably in our minor league system unless he had an opt-out or something like that. We'll see. He would probably need an injury or something to make the Pirates rotation nowadays. Pirates rotation is pretty strong. When your 5th starter is Bubba Chandler, your rotation is pretty good. Like Bubba is our 5th starter, and he's lights out. But you never know. Something could happen. Somebody could strain something, and then maybe Clevenger was the first one up. Here we have a bunch of 2023 tops. You got the Volpe in here. You're also looking for Jordan Walker, who leads the majors in home runs as of yesterday, tied with Aaron Judge. Jordan Walker rookie cards. This might be his big breakout year. The Cardinals, what is he? I guess right fielder. See if you can find his numbered card, or even better, his rookie autograph. I'm sure his stuff is starting to go up in price now. 8 home runs in a month is pretty legit, and there's still 2 weeks left in April. You can project out at the end of April pretty easily. All you do is multiply by 6 to figure out what they're on pace for, because there's 6 months in the baseball season: April, May, June, July, August, September. Nolan Ryan, that's a cool 88 top style card. No all aces card so far. Nate Eaton rookie card. '23 Topps design. I don't mind it at all. I think the 2023 Topps design is going to hold up. I would say it is one of the better design of the 20s of the decade. I might even take it over 2026. I don't know. Doesn't beat 2024 for me, though. There's Irv grabbing the Brewers. Thank you very much, Irv. Let's see. We got here's some 2023 Allen Ginter packs. Roberto Clemente. Pirates just announced they're doing a Clemente bobblehead on September 15th, which is Clemente Day. Have to go to that. They have 3 bobblehead nights this year. Paul Skeens tomorrow. Then they have a Yinzer Palooza, which is a big one, by the way. They picked last year. They honored Mac Miller, who was a rapper who is now deceased, but was from Pittsburgh and a really popular rapper at that. They made a bobblehead of him in a Pirates jersey, and those things were selling for like $250 a piece. It was crazy. Everybody wanted the Mac Miller bobblehead. Probably a lot of people that, from all over the country that listen to his music. It's probably going to be like Wiz Khalifa, who is also from Pittsburgh. I'm trying to think of other famous people from Pittsburgh that they would do a bobblehead of. Like, would they do like a Mario Lemieux bobblehead in a Pirates jersey? That would be kind of weird. Mr. Rogers. Yeah. Arnold Palmer, I guess. Technically is from the Pittsburgh area, even though he's actually from my town. Mr. Rogers and Arnold Palmer are both from my town. A Jeff Chili bobblehead. There's Garrett Crochet rookie card. Get that sleeved up. That's a good one. We got Sixto Sanchez right there. Willie Castro on the goal. Just one hit so far. It's that Yamamoto relic, but there's still time to find another one or two. Best of the night was a Ted Williams autographed bat. Ted Williams, man. There's some great stuff in these under wraps products. Now, every now and then you get a stinker. We've only really had, probably the worst bat we had was Gavin Lux. Second worst bat was probably, Anthony Volpe. I should keep a list of all the bats we found because there's definitely way, way more good than bad. Those are the only 2 ones that I remember being disappointed with. Ando says, Jabs, you're the man. Thanks for watching, man. Yeah, this has been a great day. This Friday, got to go to the baseball game with my wife and son. Had a great time. Get to come back here and now rip cards. Here's some 2022. Is there any more in the stack so I can do them all at once? I think there's a couple more. With these, you're looking for the Cal Raleigh rookie card. David G says, Gavin Lux is my curse. You were the one that got the Gavin Lux bat, right? Yeah, of course you couldn't get Johnny Bench. They had to give you Gavin Lux. Don Blomdahl in the house, picking up his Mariners. What's up, man? Good to see you. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. Eric Sim is all about eat steak, hit bombs. Jabs is win games and break cards. I like Eric Sim. He's like Trevor Bauer's buddy. He's a very successful baseball YouTuber. Former, I think as high as he got was double A catcher. But he can't hit the ball a long way. He's a big boy. He probably weighs about 325 pounds and can crush the ball. Mystery Pack says Aaron Fudge. I guess you watch those AI videos. You watch the Dangerously AI interviews. Those are crazy. AI is getting insane. It's like, hi, my name's Aaron Fudge. I'm a certified choke artist. All I do is pad my stats when my team's losing by 10 runs. That's what I do. And it looks like he's saying it. Somebody has it out for Aaron Judge, Dangerously AI. They're always making videos. And they made one about Paul Skeens after Paul Skeens lost to the Mets and gave up 5 runs in less than 1 inning. All thanks to O'Neill Cruz missing all those fly balls out in center field. And Paul Skeens was talking about how he just wants to be traded to the Yankees and he's tired of this garbage Pirates team. And I think he called O'Neill Cruz a garbage can out in center field or something like that. Again, it's all AI, but it looks totally real. I mean, we're almost at the point where you're not gonna know what's real and what's not. I see it all the time. I'll go on Facebook and I'll be like, Sophia, is this real? Is this video real? Because I get like all kinds of crazy videos of, I don't know, like recently I've been getting like crazy like car crashes and stuff like that. Or there'll be like somebody freaking out. There'll be a video of like some person freaking out in a Golden Corral because they'll weigh like 1,000 pounds. Clearly fake. Like I'm like, why is this coming up? Mets are awful this year. This is White Sox, Tom. Yep, it's another Mets type year. I wonder how much longer Juan Soto is going to be out. Not having him is a big loss. There's Joe Adele rookie card. Key Brian Hayes rookie. PCA. Hoping for a Tarek Skubal rookie card in here. There's Casey Mize. Mick Abel first Bowman. He's up in Minnesota now. There's Garrett Crochet rookie card. Another nice one. I noticed a lot. I was looking at the scoreboard today. A lot of teams now start at 6:40 p.m. It's a popular time. There's a Gunner, number to 499. I think the Twins were like the only one on the board tonight that started the usual 7:10 local time. Pirates always used to go 7:05, but after COVID, they started 6:40 a little earlier. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like the 7 o'clock games, but I get it. I would have been home till after midnight, I guess, if it would have started at 7 tonight. All right, let's see what we got in this one. David says, every other night I do rips on Jabs Family, 100% AI-generated rip simulation. It's going to be, we have over 4,000 videos that we've uploaded to YouTube, so you could probably tell an AI, and they'll be able to they'll be able to scan all my videos in a second and perfectly replicate my voice and everything. And you could say, have Jabs Family pull the 52 tops mantle out of a 2026 tops pack. And I wonder, it could probably do it. That would be pretty wild. That card is still out there. It's a redemption. The actual card is not in there. David says, I'll try it. That would be interesting. What do you even use to do that? I know there's a million different apps you can use. But I would like to try it out too. Like, what's the best video maker for AI? There's Jay Chest taking the Twins. The only one I've used is Grok's little picture thing where you put a picture in and tell it what you want the picture to do. And last summer, I took a picture of my wife in the kitchen when we were on vacation at Deep Creek, Maryland. And then I made her do a dance. She didn't actually do the dance, but it's like this real dumb, awkward dance. And she hates, like, she was like trying to rip my phone off of me so she could delete it. I was like, hey, EJ, look at Sophia dancing. I tell my son, because he would believe it. He got like all mad at me. You got the corporate version of ChatGPT, so you can do it with that. Sora is another good one. This is M. Merd. Yeah, there's just so many. I don't even know what's the good AI stuff. I use Suno for songs sometimes. Like if I just need like a background song for a YouTube video, I'll just type in like upbeat, happy song on Suno, instrumental, and it'll give me something. And then I can then I don't have to worry about copyright strikes and stuff like that. Jay says, can we buy single packs? I usually do that on Friday nights. They're called flash sales. I don't have any lined up tonight, Chase, just because it's so late. So tomorrow is our big basement blowout sale where I'm just going to be selling. I would like to sell everything I have in the basement. I don't think that I will, but I'll try to sell a whole bunch of stuff. And I'll have packs and stuff tomorrow. But yeah, usually I would start a Friday at like 8 o'clock. So, I mean, usually probably we'd be wrapped up by now, but I went to the Pirates game tonight. But I do also enjoy doing these Friday night breaks. I think Friday is like my favorite night to break, actually. just because it's the end of the week. Feeling nice and relaxed. I don't have any pressure or anything on me. Like on a Wednesday night, I'm like, oh man, I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I have to stay up until like 2 and sort. I mean, I don't have to stay up and sort tonight. Since it's the weekend, I don't have to get these shipped out until Monday morning. So I love Friday nights. Here we go, Tyler Soderstrom. That is another hit. I believe it's hit number 2 of the round. Going out to the Athletics. So congratulations, Oakland. Mystery Pack says, so AI has revolutionized the Earth by producing a clone of Pandora with extra options. Jake says, tomorrow's going to be rough for my tax return. It's I don't know if you had to owe or if you had to pay. I told my wife, I was like, I have no money for like a while, Sophia. I had to pay X amount of dollars, and it wiped out all my cash on hand. She's like, what do you mean? She's like, well, sell a little bit of your Bitcoin. I'm like, I'm not touching that. It's if you end up owing money, it's this time of the year really sucks. So I know what you mean. Oh, you got to return or try not to spend it all. That's good. Yeah, just have a budget. So I always tell people, like, I'd say, like, spend what, like, maybe come with a budget. Be like, you know what? I'm only going to spend $100 tonight. That's it. Just do that. Sure, it says I owe every year. Last year I got a tax refund because I got married, which was pretty nice. I wasn't expecting that. But this year, I ended up owing. I pay estimated taxes, but I guess I made more this past year, so there's no tax taken out of anything you make on whatnot or YouTube or any of that stuff. So you have to estimate your taxes. It's a whole thing, but we're all paid up. Anyway, here we go. Jeff says I owe every year too. I know. I always do not look forward to the middle of April, but once it's all done, I'm glad that's over with. All right, let's see what we got. The last under wraps item was a Ted Williams autographed bat. This time, we're going to have another special baseball here. We have a commemorative baseball with, looks like, blue and red stitching. Kyle just picked up a spot, grabbing the Blue Jays in the next round. Thank you very much. But this could be a multitude of teams. We could have the Braves, could be the Cardinals, could be the Cubs, could be any team that has red and blue as their color scheme. Or it could be an all-star game ball. It's not an all-star game ball. It would have said all-star game ball on it. So let's see. Oh, boy, this is going to be a good one. It's the Atlanta Braves. They've got some crazy good names on their checklist. So we could tell you who's going to get it. Post is going to get this baseball. So, Post, you are going to get a Hall of Fame baseball right there. Look who that is. That's the crime dog, Fred McGriff. Man, what a cool baseball. We're on fire tonight with Under Wraps. First, a Ted Williams autographed bat, and now another Hall of Famer, Fred McGriff autographed ball. And since McGriff played for multiple teams, like the Blue Jays and the Braves and Tampa Bay Rays and the Cubs and everyone else, they even give you the team. So how cool is that? Makes it nice and easy on us. We don't have to break out the checklist. And then if you're not sure, they give you also a little card in there that'll tell you Hall of Famer Fred McGriff. So a nice one there for Post. Congratulations on that. That's pretty awesome. I'll write your name down. Get this baseball package back up. And then we'll go into the next round, which is Museum Collection, which is all sold out. Do you want that Jeff McNeil ball as well? That's the worst one we pulled. Like, what? There's a couple guys in there, and you're just like, why is he even on the checklist? Gavin Lux for the bat is that guy, and Jeff McNeil on the ball is that guy. Like, when I pulled that Jeff McNeil, like, I was just like, oh. Because this is a great product. There's so many nice autos in here. So Post had that baseball. The bat went to T-Med. That Ted Williams, let me jot those down. Get those sent on Monday. So that round's in the books. Next, we're going to museum collection. And as always, we'll let the chat choose the box. We got 4 for you to pick from. I'll put a poll up, and you can choose which one we do in the late night Friday night breaks. And then we got Bowman Draft coming up next. So museum collection is completely sold out. All I need you to do is choose the box, and I'll put a poll up because it's easier than just people saying it in the chat and trying to tally those up. Which box you guys want? 1, 2, 3, or do you want 4? 1's on the left, and then it goes over to 4 on the right. That's how they're lined up. While you choose the box, I'll read off the teams. We've got the Arizona Diamondbacks going to J Mart. Atlanta Braves going to Irv. David Shee's got the Baltimore Orioles. Boston Red Sox are going to go to Travis. David Shee's going to have the Chicago Cubbies. White Sox are going to go to Andrew Hale. Cincinnati Reds are going to Chris C. We got T-Train with the Guardians. Dan Schultz is going to have the Rocky Spot. We got the Detroit Tigers going to M.I. Pat. Travis is going to have the Astros. The great and powerful Bambino has the Royals. Psalms has the Angels. M.I. Pat has the Dodgers. Michael's going to have that Marlin Spot. We've got Irv with the Brew Crew. Minnesota Twins are going to go to Jay Chest. The Mets will go to David Shee. And my Pat's going to have that Yankee spot. We've got Ligma with the Oakland A's. The Philadelphia Phillies will go to Big Daddy. And my Pat is going to have the Pittsburgh Pirates. CD Bean is going to have the San Diego Padres. San Francisco Giants. That's going to go to Greg Harding. The great Bambino's got the Mariners. CD Bean has the St. Louis Cardinals. David Shee is going to have the Tampa Bay Rays. Andrew Hale has the Texas Rangers. Toronto is going to Khaled Ford. Khaled. Is it Khaled Ford or Cal Ed? I can never tell when they're all the letters are together. So Cal has the Blue Jays, and then Irv has the Nationals. Good luck, everybody. This is a museum collection box, and it also comes with a Stadium Club hobby box. Get this all ready for you right now. Just getting that list printed out. A couple of these boxes here I picked up out at a card shop. So, yeah, I grabbed these out at Sports Card Junction. I mean, after tax, I paid about I don't know. What's 7% of 600? $642 per box. I thought that was a pretty, in line with, I guess, what I could find for elsewhere. But hopefully I got some good boxes from there. Let's see what we can do. There's your Stadium Club hobby box. The chat overwhelmingly wants number 3. Like, it's not even close. 58% to 29% to 13% to 0%. Number 1, not a single person voted for box number 1. So we'll get rid of box 1. We'll get rid of box 2. We'll get rid of box 4. I'll tell you, one of those boxes I just took away felt really heavy. And this one here feels standard. Maybe, I mean, this is like, it's like splitting a hair, but there might be a bonus hit in there. Like that third base card might be a thicker card. Sometimes I can tell that just by picking up a box, and that's only like probably an ounce or 2 of extra weight. But it feels like a normal box to me. One of the boxes that I took away felt very heavy. Like if I broke out a scale, it would probably be 30 to 40% heavier than the other ones. But that box stays in rotation. It'll get opened up eventually, as they all always do. All right, here we go. Some of our best boxes were lighter boxes with the Willie Mays cut auto, the Joe DiMaggio cut auto. Good luck, everybody. The final round of the night, and it is a short night because we're at the baseball game. We've got Bowman Draft for you coming up as our final one. Henry over on YouTube says that was an awesome fireworks show. I'm surprised I didn't get a copyright strike. I just included the sound in the fireworks show, and the first song they played was Pirates of the Caribbean, which when that song first came out, the Pirates used it as their intro song at PNC Park. I thought that song was like made for the Pirates. Like I thought that was like their fight song, and then I saw Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, oh, they took it from there. It's a good song. I like that song. It's only like a minute long, but I still can't figure out how they hijacked everybody's phone in the stadium. I don't know if you. I put a YouTube video from tonight's baseball game. I went shopping at PNC Park and I bought some cards. I got totally ripped off. Everything's 80% markup. Like a mega box is $90 and they're usually 50. That's an 80% markup right there. The blaster boxes are 40. They're usually 25. So I don't even know what that would be because I'm not that quick at math, but that's probably like a 67% markup or something like that. But I bought some cards, opened them up at the ballpark, and then I included some fireworks footage just for fun. Nick Kurtz, rookie card right there. The highlight of the night for me was just watching, like my son was on my lap for most of the game, and he was just watching everything. He was really watching the scoreboard a lot. He was checking that out. Just completely locked in. No crying at all. Everybody around us was saying what a good baby he is. They're like, oh, how old is he? 18 months? And I was like, no, 10. I think Jackson's gonna be hopefully an advanced baby. We went all natural with him. He has 0 vaccines, and I told my wife, "See, what did I tell you? He's gonna be top of the class." I can't wait to start rolling him a ball and getting him into baseball. Might start that pretty soon. Just get a little like squishy ball and just start rolling it to him. I'm trying to get him to throw. We took him to a national park. Took all the kids in the national park, in the state park, Ohio pile yesterday. And I was sitting with him there by the water. I was giving him little pebbles. And I was trying to get him to throw them into the water, but he would just drop them. I just watched them make a little splash. Jake says it's awesome when the kids are cool. The Cubs call them quality babies. I'm waiting for him to get on the big screen someday and to see himself up there because in between innings, they have like this camera guy walk around. He stopped near us today, but he didn't put Jackson on. One of these days, he'll get on there. I've been on the Jumbotron at PNC Park a couple times. There's Roki Sasaki. First time was 1997. Pirates versus Astros. Super awkward for me, too. Like, I just held up my program next to my face and was smiling, and it was just really, if I had footage of that, it would probably be the most cringy thing ever because I'm just like staring at the camera and smiling real big and just holding up my program. Maybe it was a scorecard. I always used to get a scorecard and I would keep score of the game. Now you don't even really need to do that anymore because you have information all over the place. They actually have like the box score up there and tells you what everyone did. You can go on your phone. I don't really ever use my phone at the ball game unless I'm filming something. All the information I need is right there. There we go. Ryan Howard is the autograph. That's a good one for the Philadelphia Phillies. Big Daddy is going to take that one on card. I've never been on the Kiss Cam. I've been on Know Your Buccos. You know how like in between innings there's 2 minutes and they do like different forms of entertainment. So there used to be a game show they'd have called Know Your Buccos, and I got picked to do it. I was in like the Cub level, and the guy just came up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to be on the between innings entertainment show?" They asked me like 2 innings before. I said, "Heck yeah!" I think there's a YouTube video of it actually on my old secret YouTube channel. Anyway, it's about Ronnie Cedeno, who is a former shortstop for us that most of you probably don't even remember who that is. But it was about Ronnie Cedeno, and they gave 4 facts about Ronnie Cedeno, and you had to tell the one that was fake. And so he goes and reads off 4 facts, and I had to spot the one that was fake. And the one that was fake that I got right was, my name is Ronnie Cedeno, and I have a cat named Meow. And I thought, you're a ball player. Why would you have a cat? And if you did have a cat, why would you name it Meow? And that ended up being the right answer. That was fake. So I won, and I won a sweatshirt. At the time, I was 6'5", 230. I needed like probably like an extra large. They gave me a medium sweatshirt. I was like, wow, thanks. Can't even wear this. I ended up giving it to my mom, and I think she still wears it to this day. That was probably back in 2010 that I was on there. That was pretty cool. All right, here we. Oh boy, this is going to be extra special. I did call it. You can see the third card is going to be a bonus hit. And that's not all. We have a 1 of 1 at the bottom of this stack. This is going to be another crazy box of museum collection. Aaron Judge starts it. Paul Skeens is right there. We're going to have a bonus hit. And in addition to that, we have a 1 of 1 printing plate of Hammer and Hank Aaron. Look at this for the Atlanta Braves. Braves are hitting tonight. They just hit Fred McGriff autographed baseball from the under wraps round. And now Irv is going to get a 1 of 1 printing plate of Hank Aaron right there. How about this from Museum Collection? That's quite a pull right there. A Hank Aaron printing plate, you're going to be able to get some money for this one. A 1 of 1 right there. And I think that's the first time we've pulled a printing plate from 2025 Museum this year. So that's a really nice hit right there. Hank Aaron going to Irv. Awesome start to the box, and we're not done yet. We've got 4 hits in this box instead of the standard 3. So great pick again, chat. You guys really know how to pick them. Next one up, we've got Ronald Acuna Jr. It's numbered to 199 on the pink, and now we have a relic. It's going to be Jose Altuve with the quad relic battened 3 jersey pieces. It's numbered to 25. That's going to go to Travis. Future Hall of Famer right there. I know a lot of you hate him, but he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Congrats on that. Now we have what I believe is going to be 3 autographs. First up, Max Muncy. It's going to be a dual relic auto, and the Dodgers are going to get this one. It's going to go to M.I. Pat. So, Pat, congrats. Max Muncy is the first auto. Then we have Stephen Kwan, an all-star right there, former all-star. Stephen Kwan, numbered to 199, the Cleveland Guardians. Kwan must have signed a lot in Museum. I feel like I've pulled this card now at least 5 or 6 times out of these boxes. I mean, at least it's a star level player and not some cup of coffee rookie auto. So Stephen Kwan is a nice one right there. And we also pulled his bat recently too. And now here's that bonus hit. It is going to be a bonus relic. And that's a beautiful hit right there. Look at this for the Cardinals. You've got Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina, 2 future surefire slam dunk Hall of Famers. I know some people are a little iffy on Yadier Molina. I know his offensive numbers aren't the greatest. I mean, they're good, but they're not the greatest. But his defensive stats are pretty crazy. And just look what happened to the Cardinals. As soon as he retired, that Cardinals rotation really went downhill. That's going to go to St. Louis, and it's going to go to CD Bean. So congratulations. You guys picked a great box bonus hit and a 1 of 1 printing plate of Hank Aaron. You can't do too much better than that. Awesome box and museum once again. And now that one's in the books, and there's only one left. Short night. We've only been live for exactly 1 hour. 1 hour and 4 minutes to be exact. So there's only one more round to do, and we're done. It is 12:43 a.m. because we got the late start. So thanks for being so patient with me. I'm sorry that we started a little bit later, but I didn't want to miss out on that. That's just like going to the fireworks. It's just kind of like it's a special family time, and everybody had a great time. So here we go. This is the last round. I'll grab the Bowman Jumbo box. It also comes with the Celebration Mega. The Bowman Draft Jumbo comes with 3 autographs. Let me pick out a winner here. I've got a few cases of this to choose from. Let's see. How many cases do I have left? It looks like I've got 3 cases of this left. 3 Bowman draft jumbo cases. Yeah, 3 full cases left. And I've got 1 super case left. So it is a good product to have extra cases laying around of for sure. Usually this product doubles or triples in price. Just take a look at look at 2023 and 2024 Bowman draft, what those are in price. 2024 Bowman draft, I believe, is $2,000. That's a 4x increase over the span of about a little over a year. 2023 Bowman draft, I think, is like 3,200, 3,500. It's a 7x increase. It's a great product to have and to hold. I should probably not be opening it so often, but I like this product. If I would just wait a year, it'd probably be at least 2 to 3 times what it's worth now. Because what happens is all these prospects, they start to come on the scene and emerge, and then it shoots the price of this way up. Because every year there's going to be new prospects that are becoming stars. It's just the way baseball works. We've only got 3 teams left: the Giants, the Twins, and the Diamondbacks. So let's get them sold off. Here's all of the Minnesota Twins. Never mind, they just got picked up by Michael. Michael beat me to it before I could send them off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3,200 for 2023 Bowman draft. I can look real quick. But yeah, that's why I can't even break that, just because I don't know if I could. The packs are so expensive. Bowman draft jumbo box sealed. Maybe I'm thinking of a super box. Maybe that's what I have downstairs. Yeah, Bowman draft super, $4,300 is the list price on that. They've even gone up even more since I last checked. A jumbo box is $2,500. The super boxes are over $4,000. Isn't that crazy? Absolutely nuts. I actually ordered. I got to go look at this, by the way. I ordered a box of those 2024. I ordered a super box of 2024 Bowman draft from somebody that has 0 feedback. It says they sent it. It is in Queens Distribution Center right now. I sure hope it gets here, and it's not like GI Joe cards in there. I took a chance because it was a good price. But yeah, 2024 Bone Draft is known for Jack Caglione and Connor Griffin. All right, here's the Arizona Diamondbacks. We'll start them off at $1. There's only one more team to sell, and we'll be all sold out for the night. Yeah, Bone Draft it's a great product to hold. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a Bowman draft product that has gone down. I don't think there has been. Probably the worst Bowman draft product of the last maybe 10 years was 2021 Bowman draft is a little bit weak because Henry Davis was the #1 overall draft pick, and he kind of ruins things a little bit because he can't hit. So that was the only one I think that was a little bit off. But even so, I believe you have Bubba Chandler in there and Marcelo Meyer. Here's the Giants. We'll start them off at $1 and they'll be sold out. Start reading these off so we can get right to it. Vaucus is going to have the Arizona Diamondbacks. Atlanta Braves going out to MI Pat. The Baltimore Orioles are going to go to Travis. Ken Man's got the Boston Red Sox. Chicago Cubbies is going to David Shee. MI Pat's going to have the White Sox. Cincinnati Reds are going to go to M. Merg. Psalm's going to have the Cleveland Guardians. The Rockies going out the Post. Detroit Tigers are going to go to LAL. We got MI Pat with the Houston Astros. There goes M. Merg grabbing the Giant spot. Thank you very much. Psalm's going to have the Kansas City Royals. Jeff Powell's got the Angels. MI Pat's got the Dodgers. Marlins are going to go to the great and powerful Bambino. MI Pat's got the Brewers. Michael's got the Minnesota Twins. Psalm's going to have the Mets. The New York Yankees are going to go to MI Pat. Post is going to have the Oakland A's. Philadelphia Phillies are going to go out to Wooby. Pittsburgh Pirates are going to go to Michael. Johnny's going to have that Padres spot. San Francisco Giants just picked up by M. Merg. Tom Blomdahl's in the house. And we're hoping that we can find you, your guy, who's on the front of the box, Caden Anderson. Number 1 overall draft pick by the Mariners. First rounder by the Mariners. 3rd overall in the entire draft. Travis Will with the St. Louis Cardinals. The Great Bambino with the Rays. Irv has the Rangers. Toronto looking for the JoJo Parkers are going to MI Pat, and Irv's got the Nats spot. All right, 4th and final round of the night, and a quick one tonight. Quick but fun. I mean, we had some great stuff tonight. We've only been live for an hour and 10 minutes. Again, thanks for hanging out so late here at about 1 a.m. Let's see if we can make it worth it and find another 1-of-1 or something crazy. What was it from Museum? We had a 1-of-1 Hank Aaron. Then we had a Max Muncy autograph, a Stephen Kwan autograph, and we had a quad relic of Jose Altuve, and we had another quad relic, except it was a multiplayer relic. It was a dual relic of Albert Pujols and a dual relic of Yadier Molina on the same cards. Really awesome box. Chat picked it. And I'm getting a little low on Museum. I've got, I think, 3 boxes left now. One of those boxes is super heavy. I'll keep tossing those 3 on this out there. And eventually you guys will pick that one. Probably a booklet in there, one of those framed Hall of Fame autos. Gotta try to find some more of that. Although I think I'm getting a whole case of it tomorrow. I went through this whole saga where I went to Florida back in March. The guy shipped me a case of Museum and a half case of Gilded. And my wife was at the gym every day, so nobody was here to sign for it. And rather than sending it to the nearest location, the pickup location, they just shipped it back to the guy. And he's held it for like a month. And eventually, he made me pay an extra $60 to reship it. But I've got it, I think, coming tomorrow. Roki on the confetti. So I'll go check that out tomorrow. We're going to have some new breaks on Sunday night. I'm looking forward to doing 2024 Inception. We haven't done that since last summer, maybe. It's been a long time. So we're bringing back Inception because we've had some good luck with that. And instead of just doing 1 box of Inception, I think that's like a $500 or $600 box, actually. Instead of doing 1 box, we're going to be doing 2 boxes. It's a nice Paul Skeens, by the way, on the leaders card. The confetti leaders. Good hit right there. So I'll put 2 boxes in each round. That way we get multiple hits. We'll have that. We'll bring back the under wraps bat. I'll open up these rounds tomorrow afternoon, I think. Maybe before we go to the Pirates game. We've got all kinds of plans tomorrow. It's a busy day tomorrow. I'm going to wake up in the morning, and I'm going to be my task is I'm going to be watching my son all morning. My wife is studying for a test for college, so I think I'm just going to take him to the park and go do a couple laps at the park, hang out there for a while. Yeah, that is today. So in like 7 hours, I'll be waking up. But he might be tired. Maybe he's going to sleep in tomorrow because he was up the entire game. He fell asleep on the way back, but we didn't leave PNC Park until about probably almost 10 o'clock. Usually his bedtime is about 6:30 or 7. Like, we put him to bed pretty early. Let's see what we got on the other side here of this box, and then we'll get into all of the Bowman draft. There's a nice numbered card. Christopher Sanchez on the green. The green to 99 confetti. There's the Pirate Parrot. Pirate has a great signature, by the way. It's he like I don't know how he does. I don't know how he does it, but I don't even know how he sees, but he draws a caricature of himself. A caricature. I can't even say that word. It's a pretty quality drawing too. He's like a parrot with his big face and eyes and beak on there. One of my kids got his autograph last year. I wonder if it's the same guy every night that does that too. If they kind of switch out who's in that costume. Where's the old pen? In his like gloved hand or whatever that is. Like on those hot summer nights, man, that thing must be. They might have to switch them out every couple innings. I wonder if they do that. Like have the parrot go out there for a couple innings and then have an alternate parrot come out. Will Clark to 50. Man, I almost thought that was going to be an autograph. We keep hitting Will Clark's. This is like Will Clark week on the channel. We've hit his autograph like 3 times in the past week. And that's a nice gold to 50 right there. 1991, which was right smack dab in the middle of his prime. We got the final box of the night. Here it comes. It is going to be Bowman Draft with 3 autographs. Late night break tonight. Tomorrow we'll start a little earlier. I expect to be back from the Pirates game around 8 or 8:30 p.m. And then we're going down in the basement. And I'm selling off a bunch of overstock. So if you want to get some packs or boxes, or who knows what I find down there, there might be trinkets down there too. Stuff that I picked up from flea markets or whatever. Just be selling all that stuff tomorrow. And then we'll be back with breaks again on Sunday night, as usual, with some new ones like Inception. And then we'll bring back some of our favorites like the Under Wraps Bat, the 50 Hobby Pack round. There's the Eli Willis Museum collection we'll bring back again because that's most of the time museum's very good to us. Every now and then we get a stinker box, but not all that often. Eli Willis, he's on the cover of the packs in the box. First overall draft pick right there. It's his paper. We'll still sleeve it up. Here is pack number 2. Other good prospects you're looking for Cade Anderson, who's number 3 pick. Of course, you're looking for number 2 pick, which is Tyler Bremner. I like this guy right here. He's going to be something else. This guy throws 103 miles an hour. Seth Hernandez. Keep an eye on him. Here's a blue. Oh, man. Kevin McGonigal. Pretty sure I just heard. Been out of the loop a little bit because I've been busy, but he just signed an 8-year, $150 million contract, just barely eclipsing Connor Griffin. So now he's got the biggest ever contract by a player with less than 1 year of service time. McGonigal's a beast. So that's a nice prospect right there for the Tigers. And this guy will be coming next. Jesus Made. Maybe he comes up later this year, but coming into this year, he was the number 3 overall prospect. Number 1, Connor Griffin's already in the big leagues. Number 2, which was McGonigal, he's in the big leagues. Number 5, which was J.J. Weatherholt, he's in the big leagues. Made was number 3. I can't remember off the top of my head who number 4 was on those preseason lists. All right, next one up. No autographs yet. Tate Southacene, he's a first rounder. A lot of first rounders with this, like this guy. Jamie Arnold, this guy. Liam Doyle, who's number 5. This guy's a first rounder. If you can get any of these guys autographs, you're set. Joshua Kuroda Grauer is going to be numbered. Ethan Petrie, man, a couple nationals. Why couldn't have been Eli Willis? Here's pack number 4 of 12. Still plenty of time to find the 3 autographs. Oh, yeah, Leo DeVries. You're right. Number 4. Can't believe, I guess Mason Miller has been crazy this year. As of yesterday, he had pitched 9 in like a third innings and only given up 1 hit the whole year. I was going to say, I can't believe that the Padres would give up Leo DeVries, such a crazy good position player. There's Billy Carlson. But when you look at what they got, they probably have the best closer in all of baseball right now. Like, who's better than Mason Miller? Gavin Veen right there, numbered to 250. I know you could probably look at the stats and say, oh, this guy's got a 0 ERA. The Pirates closer, Santana's got like a 0.8 something ERA, but nobody is as dominant as Mason Miller. Mason Miller had 16 strikeouts and 24 batters, says El Canon. Like, it's not even fair. It's like you're playing on cheat mode on MLB or something, or like you have Game Genie on it. Or when you edited your player to all max stats. He's unhittable. You think the Padres gave up too much still, or was Miller worth it? It's tough to now. If they make the playoffs and it ends up, see, it'll only not be worth it if they just fall flat and they're like a 500 team and they don't really go anywhere. Like, for example, when the Pirates made that terrible trade for Chris Archer, if Chris Archer could have gotten them into the playoffs, even though they gave up Tyler Glasnow, Shane Baz, and Austin Meadows, all just really top prospects, it may have been worth it at the time. But they never made the playoffs because Chris Archer sucked for us. So I guess I don't know. He is the best closer in all of baseball, no doubt about it. But you got to get into the playoffs for him to really, maximize that value. It's Billy Carlson paper. We still haven't hit an autograph yet. Another Billy Carlson. Insert card right there. Where's these autos at? Archon says his stuff is nasty. He was one strike away from an immaculate inning. Immaculate inning is 9 pitches. Everyone's a strike. You strike out the side on 9 pitches. It's rare. And he grew up just down the road from me, where I teach in the Pittsburgh area. And Mason Miller's from Bethel Park, which is about 15 minutes from my school. There's J.D. Dix on the X Factor. And there's Cade Anderson first. Imagine if the Pirates could have gotten him. That would have been something else. Pirates draft him. Got McGonigal right there on the axis. And Josue Gonzalez. I have to go back now. You have me wondering, who did we take instead of Mason Miller? When Mason Miller was first coming onto the scene, he was kind of a late bloomer too, though. Like, he wasn't always this crazy good. He was a 3rd-round draft pick in 2021, which was the year we took Henry Davis, of course. We could have had Mason Miller. Henry Davis was, I believe, the first overall pick. In the 3rd round, we took Bubba Chandler. So, I mean, I'm fine with the Bubba Chandler pick, but the other picks, the 2nd round, we took Anthony Solomato. Like, does anyone even know who that is? Anthony Solomato. I'm looking him up right now. He's pitching this year. He has an 18 ERA this year. Last year he had a 40.50 ERA. So this bum with our 2nd pick, we could have taken Mason Miller. But every team can say that. Everybody has bum picks in front of him. Henry Davis is your Brian Taylor. The one good thing about Henry Davis is he does actually have value because he is actually top-notch defensively. When he first came up, it looked like they were trying to get him a new position. They were throwing him out in right field and stuff, and he had no idea what he was doing out there. Henry Davis, for his career, is a negative WAR player, negative 1.2. This year, he has a .216 batting average with 0 home runs. His OPS plus is 77. Those are all terrible numbers, but he's still a positive WAR player this year. 0.2 wins above replacement because he's a really solid catcher. Like, Paul Skeens loves working with him. There's Cade Anderson right there. We've got Max Clark. That's a great prospect with that giant chain around his neck, number to 150. I think that Henry Davis, even though he can't hit at all, there's JoJo Parker. I think he probably has a decently long MLB career. I really do. Like, I don't think he's going to be a guy that's gone in 2 years and we never hear from him again. I kind of think of him as, the second coming of Eddie Perez. Remember that guy? Eddie Perez, besides, I always remember him as a kid as for that giant kind of like birthmark he had on his face. But he couldn't hit. The only thing he could do was catch Greg Maddux. Like, Greg Maddux loved him. And it seems like the Pirates pitchers really love Henry Davis. Calls a good game. And it's not a stat on Baseball Reference, but they always flash it up on the screen at PNC Park. Like last year, Henry Davis's ERA, like the pitchers that pitched to him, their ERA was like 2.87. It was like the sixth lowest of all time or something like that for a catcher. That's worth something for sure. There's JoJo Parker. JoJo Parker's a big one. We haven't hit an autograph in this box yet. I'm starting to get worried. Okay, here we go. Could this be Bremner? Look, it's a pitcher. It's a first Bowman, and it's an angel. Could be Tyler Bremner, the second overall pick. It's Chase Shores. Number to 499. Chase Shores was actually the second round pick. I mean, could end up being good. Bremner would have been a better pull right now for sure, since he's the big name. Bremner, the second overall pick, doesn't even get the love of getting on the box. Cade Anderson gets that. So there's our first autograph, at least. We got one done. This is probably just one of those boxes that is just stacked heavily at the end for the autos. Man, I thought pitcher, Angels, first Bowman. I thought for sure that was probably going to be Bremner. Good news is it's numbered at least. All right, there's 4 packs left, and 2 of them should have autos. JHS says, do I have the Twins? Let me check. Do I have the Twins in this break? Michael has the Twins in this break, actually. If you're ever unsure, you can go to your order history or your purchases and see. Here's Walker Jenkins. I mean, unless that's wrong, I made a mistake, but I mean, sometimes that might happen. LaGrange or Lagrange is how it's actually pronounced. He's going to be something else. Here's our next auto, Max Williams. Another numbered auto. That's pretty good. So this one is going to go out to the Marlins owner, and that's going to go to the great Bambino. Congratulations. And checking on the Twins real quick for you. It is Michael that has them. I just double-checked. So Max Williams, he is their 3rd round pick, and it's numbered. A lot of times with Jumbo, you do get your 3 autos, but you might just get regular chrome autos. Maybe 1 numbered card or so amongst the 3 autos. There's an Eli Willits in there, so 2 numbered isn't bad. And we've got 3 packs left with 1 auto left to be found. Goodman's the second best catcher in MLB. Yeah, people don't realize how much power he had. Did he have 25 home runs for you last year? Like, we were pulling his rookies out of 2024 Topps Chrome, like his rookie autos, and nobody batted an eye. Like, who's this bum? Hunter Goodman? People don't know him because nobody really follows the Rockies because they were so bad. But I feel like he had like 25 home runs for you last year. Let me check. 31 home runs he ended up with. See, I lost track. I knew he was up there. That's probably a Rockies catching record, I would imagine, right? 31 home runs for a catcher, and he was an all-star last year, but people still don't really give him any respect just because he's a Rocky. There's Connor Griffin. He stole a base tonight with 1 for 3. The average is creeping up. He was hitting in the 130s last week. Now he's up to 222. Just missed his first major league home run, by the way, by about 6 inches the other day off the very top of the wall in center field, the deepest, I guess, second deepest part of the park. In left center, we got a 410 notch out there, but he hit it straight away. Center field, right off the top. Just missed his first one. All righty, here we go. Next pack. Only 2 packs left. There's Bremner. I like to see Connor Griffin start to get on base more and start racking up the steals. So that'd be something else if he could lead the league in steals this year because he's quick. Here's our auto. 3rd autograph. It's Hosea Hartshorn. And it is going to be a 6th round pick right there. And their first rounder is Ethan Conrad that you're looking for, but that one's going to go to David Shee.
You never know. 6 rounders sometimes will work out.
Seth Hernandez refractor. That's a great one. I got to look at Seth Hernandez, by the way, now, since I was talking him up and telling you guys to go get his cards. Let's see if he's backing me up with his pitching so far. Seth Hernandez, who is the 29th best prospect in all of baseball, he's only pitched 2 starts so far. He should be due for another one soon, maybe tomorrow. In those 2 starts, he's pitched 7 innings. He's let up 1 run. That's a 1.29 ERA. But this is what really gets me. 7 innings pitched. He struck out 15 batters. That's a strikeout per 9 of 19.3. That's crazy. That's like he's Roger Clemens, Kerry Wood, Randy Johnson. I mean, it's only 2 games, but these young kids in A-ball who are like mostly, 20 years old, 18 to 20 years old, they're not catching up with 103. And most of those guys, they don't see 103 that often. So I wonder how long he's going to stay at A-ball before he gets promoted to Double-A. This guy could be in the big leagues maybe by the end of next year. Pirates rotation is, man, it's looking good. Keith over on YouTube says Kate Anderson is dominating Double-A. Look what we have here. Man, this is our first time pulling one of these. It is going to be the Elian Pena. Wow. Final draft. This is the first. Well, we've opened a good bit of Bowman Chrome. This is the first final draft that I've pulled from this product. And Elian Pena, he's a great prospect, by the way, too. He was one of the big names that everybody was looking for in Bowman Chrome this past summer. Let's see what this goes for. I'm hoping it's a triple-digit card. Final draft, Elian Pena. Taking a look on eBay. And it looks like they're approaching $100. Not quite 100, but some of the list prices are in the 80s and 90s, and it has recently sold for in the 50s. One sold for $91 on April 9th. So the prices kind of fluctuate between 50 and 90. That's still a nice hit right there. He's a great young prospect, and that's a pretty cool card. Final draft kind of reminds me a little bit of the home field advantage, short of with a little bit of a twist to it. First time seeing one of those. Cool insert right there. Let's see. Elkanon says, I can't afford breaks anymore. My son's new formula is $75 a can. That's like $2.50 a scoop. Isn't formula so much? We lucked out because one of my wife's friends, my wife, when she was pregnant, joined a church program, kind of like, networking with other women, also that are pregnant. And her friend that she became friends with had triplets. And so they were all kind of like a little bit smaller because that's what just happens with triplets. So they didn't use all of the formula that she was getting. And so a lot of times she would just give us her extra formula. I mean, that was pretty, that's pretty big. But yeah, formulas and diapers are crazy. Cody Bowker right there, number to 125. I'm hoping Jackson can get potty trained by the time he's like 2.5 or 3. We'll see. He's pretty smart, so I'm hoping. He's always walking around now with his fingers out like this. He's like his 2 like number 1 finger like pointing and everything. So I'm hoping we can get him to be potty trained early. I will say that with my other kids, I don't think I did quite as good a job. I think Olivia was the best one or the earliest one to be trained. My oldest, I think I had her trained by the time she was 3.5 or 4 at the latest. I remember I used to give her, when she would use the bathroom successfully, I would give her packs of cards. They were like 1988 or 1989 sticker packs or something like that. I don't even know why I had them. It's like, here's a pack of cards. Great job. Like, why would a 4-year-old want that? But she thought it was really cool because she saw that I was excited to see who was in there. But that's all we have for tonight. So thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Saturday morning here. I'm going to go to bed now. It's after 1 a.m. I'm going to wake up tomorrow, hang out with my son, go to PNC Park, Paul Skeens bobblehead day. And then when we get back at about 8 p.m.,
we'll be just doing a basement blowout sale. So I'll take the phone downstairs and we'll be selling off a bunch of the boxes and packs down there and stuff like that. So all of our flash sales that we usually do on Friday, we're just going to move those to tomorrow. So thanks for joining us, Don Blomdahl. Thanks for checking in tonight and participating. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening. And as always, I'm just going to rate somebody here. Let's see. Let's see who's around. I don't know. There's somebody doing a candy show. Oh no, this person doing storage units. Their name is Candy, but they're doing storage units. I wonder if that'll be any good. I don't know. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later. Let's see if this storage unit person has any baseball cards. Good night, everybody.